Alright, the Asset Manager can be found up here in the black top tabs here. To get into the Asset Manager, click on Asset Manager. And you'll come into the last folder that you were in. To switch the folders, click here. You can either have a couple of views of how your assets are displayed in a list or in a thumbnail format. Those are the two options. And you can switch folders for your assets by clicking on the Switch Folder button. Here we'll have audio, files, floatbox, images, interface, photo gallery, and video. The main four areas that you're going to interact with for your website are video, images, files, and audio. Those are the three that you'll have access to upload your images to. So, to go ahead and proceed with uploading images in this case, click on the Images folder. And now we'll be in the Images folder to look at assets. Again, you can switch from the list view and back to the thumbnail view. You can also browse from section to section. In this case, there's one of two pages of assets to look at. Some projects have up to 50 or more. Some have as few as 3 to 4, and somewhere in between there. I can select assets from my files. I can export assets. I can move assets around. So the first thing that I'm going to want to do is click on an asset. So one of the interesting things that I can do here is actually see the different information on this particular asset. So here I can find out which year this asset was added. I can also see which the dimensions are for this asset. This can be helpful in going forward with assets. So if there is a particular image that I want to replace, I can see what size to crop that image before I bring it in here. In this case, I would need to crop this image 200 pixels wide by 164 pixels high if I wanted to replace this image correctly at the exact same size. Here's the file size, the original author of this, and the creation date of the file. You have a crop option here. I found that using this crop option tends not to be the easiest way to do it. There are some other easier photo cropping options, but look forward to a post on how to do image cropping coming up soon. Here are some extended image editing options. You can go in here, and again, these are ways to edit or convert the image to a different size or ratio. You have your update file. The update file is very useful because if you have an image that's all over your website, say it's maybe in 6 places on your site, the quickest thing that you're going to want to do is update that file. You can click here, and by having a file of the same name, you can replace that file throughout your site quickly. You can change thumbnails of your file. Most of the time this isn't necessary, and refresh the thumbnail of the file. Again, if it's not that necessary to change the thumbnails of the file, I wouldn't probably need to refresh it then also. Deleting the file can be important, as well as showing usage. This can tell me where on the site that this particular file is being used. So that's one of the things I can do. If I wanted to upload a video from my file system, I'd simply click here and browse to my desktop or other location to find an image to upload. So for instance, we could grab an image here off my desktop and open and add to my Asset Manager. Pick the date and upload that file. So now I've just uploaded this file, and you can see that it gives me the dimensions and the information about the file. And that is a brief overview of the Asset Manager.